All right, apologies, I just got off the treadmill, but my buddy Eric hit me back, so this will be a follow up to the YK-11 video. Now, my buddy Eric says, "Hold up, what do you mean liver toxicity, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's possible, not probable, but," he said, "Can you explain a little bit further?" Yeah, it's kind of like this. YK-11 would, at its worst, be the equivalent of, say, half pint to a pint of liquor a day. With that said, I drank a liter of Smirnoff Red Label a day for over 2 years. A liter. And I'm still doing rather well. See, for someone who's on 15 medications that has hurt themselves, their body, and destroyed, well, themselves for years, hell yeah, that's toxic. I wouldn't take the risk. But I know Eric. And I would never do this without your medical professional first giving you lead, because God knows we're not smart enough to make these decisions, and your medical professional is the only one that can tell you whether you can or can't do things like this. But for the average person, I would equate YK-11 being kind of like the coronavirus. Shit don't kill nobody for real unless you're on 15 medications, got gonorrhea, syphilis, and AIDS. That's about the only risk you have. It's 99.99% survival rate. Now, if you are overweight, you have AIDS, you molest children, and you are a Catholic priest, along with having 2 or 3 more issues, yeah, now that would just be dumb. Right? Like, you wouldn't want to take Tylenol or ibuprofen. So, how toxic is it? Because it is cycled, and it must be, not so much. Now, if someone were to stay on it for long, extended periods of time without getting blood work done and take really shitty care of themselves while doing other anabolics and drugs and, not sleeping while staying up on crack for days, it's probably gonna kill your ass. A little bit of common sense goes a long way, and some don't need to reproduce anyway. We might just want to let that one go. Like, nature's law states that one didn't need to reproduce. We'll just... No, I'm kidding. No, seriously, but I'm joking. But I'm serious. But, nothing is absolute and everything is relative these days, so it really don't matter what I say. Says the college professor that can't balance his books but tries to teach my children shit. You're a funny bastard, by the way. Sorry. You shouldn't be able to be a college professor unless you're financially stable. That just makes you look dumb. If you can't do addition and subtraction right, and if you can't calm your urges enough to balance the books, well, son, that man is about like a person who is morbidly obese. You don't listen to them. They don't have the self-control to deserve your attention. And paying attention is the greatest payment you will give. Watch where you pay it. So, you can take that advice that I had given, or the statements that I made previously, chalk that up to me being an ex-drug addict, alcoholic junkie that destroyed everything he had. But in less than 7 years, built a rather nice business and helps a lot of other people. Maybe I learned from my mistakes. Maybe I didn't. But remember, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Go study. For the only thing about a man that is a man is his mind, and everything else can be found in a pig or a dog. So if you don't want to use your brain, use the fetching the ball for the man that does. Because I assure you, those who say they have the knowledge are sometimes the most ignorant bastards I've ever met, and will lead you astray in ways that I can't even tell you how it will hurt you, because they have been educated by an evil master. And they don't even know it. So they righteously and boldly state lies that are literally killing thousands, hundreds of thousands a year. Hitler thought he was right.
He was convinced. But it's for you to dictate whether people like Hitler and the medical profession are right or wrong. Do as you will. Freedom is a beautiful thing. You reap the rewards of your decisions or you suffer the consequences, but it negates you from being able to blame others for your situation. Let us live free or die trying.